Hello, this is Minky for the homework 8, exercise 9. For the first question, it led us to show that if x1, x2, that is a Markov chain, then it is statistically determined by second order probability methods. So that is p xi equals to this, xj equals to, it is determined by it. So firstly, we know that it is a Markov process. So the Markov process, it has this characteristic, that is the probability of xt1 smaller than x1, xt2 equals to x2, xt. So I think I can use the expression like xtn equals to xn, then it equals to still p1 smaller than x1, xt2 equals to x2. And with the axis like this, t2 is the current time, that is t2 now. t1 is here, t3 is here, right? So that is, those past has no influence on the future under the condition that we know the present value here. So that is the future, and we know the present value here, current value here. So the past value have no influence of this. So we could just omit all those t3 to tn here. So that is our Markov process characteristic. So come back to our question. The probability of this union probability, we could write it as a conditional probability. So that is equals to the probability of xn equals to xn under the condition that this and times this probability, right? That is the PAB equals to PAB times PB, right? That is conditional probability. Since it is a Markov process, we know the future value, that is xn here, under the condition that we know the present value, that is xn minus 1 equals to xn minus 1, and all the other times is the past. So we could just ignore all those values, so it becomes that probability, right? And we also write this second term as a conditional probability. It is just like this. It is the same as the previous step, right? And also we could write it as the this probability based on the Markov characteristic. So then we could continuously write the last term into the conditional probability, and then we ignore the past values. So we could write here, and Also, for the last one, we have to times a x1 equals to x1. Yeah, that is the last term to times this term to equals to the union probability, right? And then we could write, and then based on this step, we could write it as this conditional probability is equals to here, right? We just use the I and J to replace all those time, right? And for the last term, x1 equals to x1 here, that is the summation of this x1 equals xi equals to xi and xj equals to k, right? Since it has two variable here, I and j, if we wanted to find xi equals to xi, j should be sum up, right? And based on those two expressions, we could know that we could just calculate the pxi equals to xi and xj equals to xj. Yes. Yes, I think that is enough for this question.